This is the video review of Transformers Universe Hound with Ravage. As you can see, Hound is his usual Jeep self, a slightly updated version. He rolls very well. He's got a nice little bumper here, a star on the corner, a little hollow projector that pegs in behind the seat. You can peg it to either seat if you wish. And of course on the back he has Ravage attached. And there's two little posts here on the back of Hound that fit into the holes on Ravage. And when he's not on there, you can just flip these down and have a more normal looking Jeep for Hound. We'll focus on Ravage for just a second. He's his old G1 cassette. It's a reference to one of the early Transformers episodes where Hound captured Ravage and tricked him into revealing the location of a secret trap that the Autobots were leading the Decepticons into. He is about the same size as a G1 cassette. I don't have one handy to show you, but he's designed to fit inside the G1 Soundwave or the commemorative series Soundwave that came out last year. Transforming him, you flip these panels around like this. His head's right here, and you want to flip that up. And these panels fold up like this, and these front panels fold down. And then you flip his legs down, flip his back legs down, and back in here you want to flip his tail out, and there you have Ravage. He does suffer a little bit. He doesn't have posable feet. He's posable at the knees, at the back hips, at his neck, and at his tail, where he's got joints. He's not posable, and his mouth isn't posable, which is a little bit of a shame because it does kind of look like he's got a beak instead of a jaguar head, but a minor complaint with a cool little figure. And you have a little 3D representation of Ravage, who's actually quite cool. They've told us that they're pretty sure that his old silver weapons will plug into the cassette holes on his legs. I have a pair coming, so we'll find out if that is the case or not. But he does have his missiles molded on to the top of his thighs here, so he's not entirely without them, but we'll see how he looks with his actual G1 launchers on his hips. Probably very wide is going to be my guess. But a neat little representation of Ravage, and definitely worth being a freebie pack-in with Hound. He's a cool thing. He does have kind of a angled torso just due to his transformation, but you can alleviate some of that with just how you pose his legs, so it's not that bad. But there you go, there's Ravage. Put him off to the side and move on to the feature figure, Hound. Again, he's a Jeep. He's got his hollow projector. He's green. There is a difference in the green plastics here, and I'm not sure if that's going to be on the final figures or not. It's not quite as noticeable as flash pictures would suggest, but it is a noticeably different green. And even the paint here on this clear bit is different than the green around it. Transforming him, you want to pop off his little gun there. Then unhook the legs right here in the middle. And oh wait, first you want to fold these seats down. These are going to be his thighs in a fairly ingenious transformation. And then extend his legs. And flip the backs of the seats down to form the back of the legs. And split the legs apart. And as you see here, here's the folded down seats as his thighs. And he also has the swivel hinges there, which I thought was just a very clever use of the seats. You want to flip his feet down. Now he does kind of look like he's standing on tiptoe if you look at him from the inside of the feet. If you look from the outside, you can see he does have a full foot there. And they are hinged kind of here at the ankle. So you can get, and they're nice and sturdy too, they're not loose. So he can get a nice range of motion out of his legs and still retain some stability. That's it for the feet. The upper body, you want to pull his arms out from underneath here. All the way out. And all the way out. It helps to push from the shoulder joint right here because they are ball joints and they will pop off if you just try to grab them and pull them. I'm going to flip his hands out here. See, just like that. They snap right back on fairly easily. And flip his hand out. The wheels you want to pull out to the side, just like so. And then you want to, this whole piece right here is his waist plate. You want to pull this down and then flip just the waist piece up. Actually, you want to wait on the waist piece. Flip that down. And then you want to flip the entire upper assembly up and flip his head up and snap it into position. And position that, and then flip his waist piece up. You can do a lot of things with his wheels. You can fold them if you wish all the way in behind his head, like this. You can leave them out like this. I usually like to leave them out behind his arms, but you can do it however you would like. And then his hollow projector can be held in his hand like a gun, or you can use that clip that clipped it onto his seat earlier, and you can clip it in right behind his shoulder, so you can have his shoulder projector. There is some neat blue light piping on his eyes. It's a little hard to show off because he's got such tiny eyes, but it really does give like a warm glow, not like a bright glow, but a very warm blue glow to his optics. Size comparisons, he is one of the shorter deluxes. Here he is with Ironhide and with Sunstreaker. So you can see he's shorter than some of his fellow Autobots, but he's still very cool. And not horribly shorter than Ironhide there, so it's not like he's a tiny figure. But all in all, highly recommended. I would definitely pick him up at retail. I probably will pick him up at retail because he won't have the test shot not for sale and etchings on him. But yeah, definitely a worthy purchase. Ravage alone I think is worth the price of admission. He's pretty cool, and Hound is just a very nice figure. So if you get a chance, pick him up. Transformers Universe Hound.